Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. So today we are continuing with the series on political parties and pressure groups. So today we are going to be talking about the meaning of political party. You know, now political party is an omnibus concept that has been given myriad of definitions by scholars according to their perceptions. You know, so I'm going to be looking at the views of various scholars concerning the meaning and the concept of a political party. So the first person I'm going to be looking at is Edmund Burke. Edmund Burke. Now, Edmund Burke defines political party as a body of men united for promoting their joint endeavors and the interest upon some particular principle on which they all agreed. Now, this definition is not widely acceptable, because of the fact that, it is not widely acceptable because of the fact that, you know, it did not actually differentiate political party, from pressure groups. Now, most groups are formed based on certain principles and interests. So the above definition is not comprehensive. It's not a comprehensive representation of what political party stands for. Hence, another person's definition is Francis Lieber. Francis Lieber. Now, Francis Lieber actually defines political party as a group of citizens who for some period act in unison respecting some principles, interests, or measures by lawful means for the real or supposed, you know, or supposed common good of the whole commonwealth. Now, this definition is not also widely accepted because the common good that he's talking about is actually relative. Okay, because the welfare of the members of the political party can also be called common good. So this definition is actually handicapped. Handicapped in the sense that a political party is supposed to be an institution that is a continuum, that is permanent and stable and should actually look at the common good of everybody in the society and not just, the organization. Okay, so now let us look at some Nigerian authors. The another author who is a Nigerian is called Oji. Oji looks at political party as a group of people with common views on certain political means. Now, it is rather those organizations under whose cubit people aspire to and acquire political power in a system. Now, this definition too has a weak point because it did not see political party from the basis of ideology. So to that extent, you can actually say that that definition is actually deficient. Another person will look at his definition is Unoli. Unoli defines political party as a group of people who share a common conception of how and why state power should be organized and used. Okay, now contemporary political parties have shown that it is not everybody that is a member of a political party that shares a common idea with others. So to that extent, you can say that that definition is actually, it's not it's not widely acceptable. Okay, or it's not totally acceptable. Now, another definition is elder self. Elder self defines political party, okay, as a body of men united for promoting their joint endeavors. Now, the national interest upon some particular principles on which they all agreed. They all agreed. Now, this definition is not actually accepted by all scholars because the conservatives, for instance, exist, to support any policy that tilt towards promoting their interest rather, than the interest of the masses. Okay, So now let us look at another person's definition. According to Philip Fries defines political party as a union of citizens who agreed in opinion and design concerning government and organized form for the double purpose of propagating those opinions and designs by discussion and of personality daring by the election and appointment of persons strongly entertaining these opinions and designs to fill the leading positions of the state. Okay, now all of these definition, are not, scholars did not actually arrive, okay, at a consensus when it has to actually do with political party. Because of lack of consensus, it is actually incumbent on us to look at political party from the conceptual basis, from the conceptual perspective. And from the conceptual perspective, I'm going to be conceptualizing political parties, as follows. Number one, political party as a social psychological group. Political party as a social psychological group. Now, from this perspective, political party actually is looked at, from the perspective of individuals with shared attitudes. Now, psychological groups formation here implies people who hold with high esteem organic solidarity, in which case it comprises of people who have strong affiliation with themselves because they have interpersonal relationship. Now they behave in a communal like way, and they also fight to protect both individuals, and groups interest. Now they relate with one another in a manner that their behaviors and private family lives are tailored towards achieving the group's aspiration. So whatever they do in this life is actually tailored towards achieving the group's the group's aspiration. Number two, political party as an association. Now, as an association, now association is a formal group of people who have joined together for a particular purpose. Now, extrapolating this to a political party, now this purpose, which is the objective of the party, is what facilitates their interpersonal relationship. Now, the group does not come first, but secondary respect is given to it by members. Now, it is not unlike the social psychological group. Now, the social psychological group, they actually come together even in their family life, they are interrelating, with themselves and all of that. But as an association, we only associate whenever issues of political parties are discussed or we need to do things about political party. We don't have that interpersonal relationship, and it does not go beyond, the political party. Every other thing, so the political party is not even first. Political party, is just a secondary association. Your first association is some other things, okay, like your family, your other groups. Now, number three is political party as a socio-economic group. To the exponents of this definition, political party is the gathering of the same class of people in the society, comprised of people with like minds. They always have consensus on issues that are of common interest, to them, and they are conscious and enlightened about unfolding events in the polity. Most times what brings them together is majorly economy. Okay. Then number four, political party as an ideology. An ideology is a system of thought which animates to social action. It is also a set of belief, especially one held by a particular group that influences the way people behave. So now when we talk about ideology, it is actually the basic idea that the political party is actually formed around it, formed around. It can be conservative or radical. If it is conservative, of course, you know that those people are actually people who will not want, the elaborate, they don't want, the radical change in the society. But the liberals are people, you know, the radicals are people who actually want a total turnaround and change in the society. Now, number five, political party as an institution. An institution is a permanent phenomenon. It is a large, important organization that has a particular purpose. Institutions are permanent because people may come and go, but institutions remain and can never be abolished. Okay, so institutions are actually very necessary because they have three characteristics: uniformity, continuity, and stability as its features. Now, some people look at political party as an institution because it's supposed to be uniform, it's supposed to be continuous, and it's supposed to be stable according to the features of political party. Then number six is political party as a system. A system is a complex whole with interrelated variables that functions in independently and interdependently for the smooth running of the whole. So political party is defined as a system because it is believed to have different departments and offices, that work together and separately for the center to function very well. Okay, so those are the things. Now we have political party as an organization. An organization denotes that a political party is a formal group with with clear rules and regulations, and there is an elaborate and explicit pattern of relationship. So according to the proponents of this definition, there is a hierarchy of office in the party, and there is a system of reward and sanctions. Okay, so every organization is known, you understand, is known to actually have, okay, certain commitments from the members. Okay, so those are the things, and political party is actually seen as such. So political party, because there is no one universally acceptable definition, that is why it is better conceptualized, okay, than defined. Yes, the meanings can be put out there, but the conceptualization actually helps better, in understanding the meaning or concept of political party. Thank you very much.